Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's cracking? So today we're going to talk about the stimulus checks, or the lack thereof getting the stimulus check. All right, real quick, good people. So if you're new to this channel, feel free to stick around, like, subscribe. On this channel, I like to talk about money, I like to talk about investing. I like to talk about how you can succeed from wherever you are financially, whether you have money or maybe you don't have a lot of money. So of course, today and as of yesterday, the hot topic has been around the fact that our president, Donald Trump, has said that he's going to hold off negotiations until after the election, until after he wins. Now, once he did that, everybody started acting erratic as well. The stock market tanked like $600 in like 5 minutes. And so for those that know about investing, that was just pretty much more of an opportunity for us to, buy some more stock. So I'm thinking maybe he may have changed it or edited it, because I'm sure his PR people will maybe have said that's a bad move and that's going to hurt your numbers. So right now what he's saying is that, Nancy Pelosi is crazy, her number's too high, and we're rejecting their offer. So over the night, he's had a change of course and a change of heart or thought or a change of tweets to where he's talking about how the House should pass a standalone bill for airlines and for the PPP. Then he comes along to say that if a standalone bill is sent to him for these stimulus checks, that he would pass it immediately. So it's not exactly the same tune as where he tweeted before. And like I said, he probably changed the tweet, edited or deleted the tweet. But now he's trying to say, give me a standalone bill and we'll pass it, because the truth is, to even have the thought, the notion to even say that, and the fact that this country has been waiting for like the last 4 months or so for a second stimulus package to be passed, and the fact that our government, they can't get along and they're using this as a means to have leverage and a means to use towards voters, both Democratic and Republican. It is completely disgusting that you would use the people as a means for your own personal gain in that manner. All the while these things are happening, you have people that are still losing their homes. People are still losing their jobs. In fact, you have people that have lost their job. They have had to move out of their place, or they were forced out of their place. They moved into a hotel because they had to pick up some job that doesn't pay them as much as they were getting paid. And the motel that they're staying in is actually having financial issues themselves. So this is ultimately the most annoying thing, that we are in October. We're about to go into November soon. These months have been passing by pretty fast, and there's still no stimulus aid and no help for people. It's one of the reasons why I tell people do not depend on the government or do not depend on politics, because typically they only care about themselves. It's about them and their own personal gains, and about the people that are lobbying and paying money to get what they want happening and things like that. And the people in this country, they're always left last. And this just means all the more why we should definitely make sure we vote, not just for presidential election, but make sure we're voting for these state legislators, these House of Representatives, the Senate, and make sure we're voting for people in our local governments, because we need to make sure we have people that are going to put the people first, instead of it always being about some political gain. I know this isn't about politics, because I hate politics and I hate talking about politics because of these type of games that are played with the people. But for those that just kind of panicked or maybe felt like, well, what's going to happen, because you mean to tell me that I might not be able to get this or get what I need? They are trying to work out something apparently, and it would not be good if we had to wait till after election before something is passed. Unfortunately, we don't know. It looks like it could go that way, where after the election, that is when we'll have something, because it seems like they can't just seem to get along about stuff that we already know, because everybody's selfish about what they want. Now, Trump also goes on to mention about how the economy is doing better than ever, and the stock market is doing better than ever, and how everything is breaking records, and that's not even true. Just back in August alone, I haven't even looked into the numbers in September, but just in August alone, there were almost 100,000 businesses in the U.S. that closed their doors for good. That's not counting the businesses that closed their doors, temporarily. So in just August alone, if you just imagine if it was just 3 people per business, how many people that is that found themselves without a job and now waiting for their state to get their unemployment stuff together so they can collect some type of unemployment, because those things still aren't all together. You still have a lot of people that are still waiting for unemployment, and you still have people that are still waiting for their first stimulus check. If this is telling you anything, I think it's telling you that you need to be more resourceful for yourself and do not depend on politics. So this is the time where, if you can, because I know everybody's not in that position, but if you can, to start being more resourceful for yourself. I did a video about, writing your own stimulus check behind stuff like this, to where you don't have to depend and wait on somebody to say, hey, you're worthy enough for us to give you money to help you in the pandemic that you had nothing to do with. You don't want to put yourself in a predicament to where you have to constantly depend on that if you can help it. And so this is probably the time we should definitely start thinking and being more resourceful and thinking about what it is that you can do to kind of create income for yourself, or if you need to maybe reinvent yourself to find another job. Because I know not everybody wants to start a business, not everybody cares about doing that, and that's fine. But if you want to, maybe you might need to start acquiring some other skills and to see if you can start to look for another job, so you don't put yourself in this position, especially if your job has been one of those jobs that have been affected and that have closed down during this time. It's like the old saying that says, never keep all your eggs in one basket. So hopefully we will hear some good news in the next coming weeks or so, to where these two parties, whatever you want to call them, they can actually come together and agree, so that the people in this country that pay taxes and pay their salary can be okay as well. All right, guys, if you guys are struggling out there, just make sure that you're looking for some resources to help you during this time. But I'm praying and hoping that you guys will be safe and that all will work out for you. You guys take care. Be blessed. Peace.